started Seattle right. I was leaving, and I was talking to some people that just joined the company. And they've been in our business before, and they said they kind of had a dazed look about them. And I said, hey, good to see you. He goes, yeah, I joined. I'm part of the team. And he goes, I'm still trying to figure out this branding thing. He goes, you guys are everywhere. And I go, oh, get used to it. And he said, he just kind of had that look in his eyes. He said, it's got to be the loudest company I've ever heard. And we were just tuning up last night. They haven't seen anything yet. All right, today is a big day. I woke up this morning just feeling, I haven't done that in a while. It was like game day. I just felt like something good is about to happen. And I actually said to Cindy, something's brewing. And she said, Starbucks? I said, no. Something's brewing out here. And so we got a big day, and we're going to start right away. Zach, I love the clicker. Christine, I love the clicker back there. We're going to start right out talking about something that's dear and close to us. And as we like to say, it's in our DNA. It's a family tradition. And today is our international, thank you, Anna. All right. This is our International Give Back Day. You know, it's kind of interesting because it's 9 o'clock here, 9:30. And yet, back in Florida, it's 12:30. They've already run a 5K. They've already had quite a event with our Give Back there. And it's going on all over the world today. So we're really excited, Cindy, about Give Back.
You know, it is a family tradition, and it's also interesting, even if you really want to give back, even in that survival mode sometimes, all you do is try to hide your bills. And as this starts happening, and this ripple effect, and you all start getting your own lives in order to get out of that, isn't it exciting to think, where does God want me to give back? He's not giving this to me just for me. And so I love the fact that not only are we rewiring our thinking, I actually think we're rewiring to the way that God always made us to think. So we had to put that on hold because we did things the world's way. So I'm excited today to talk about Give Back. And I want you guys to all just really, after we share with you the opportunity to share with you, just pray about what does the Lord want you to do for this opportunity.
But it's different. I'll get there of that. Yeah.
All right, we got a video we want you to see from our Give Back team, Kate and Kenzie. So, have we got it, Sean? Hey.
We'll probably put it on this.
We are so excited. We're coming to you live from Bradenton, Florida. We're doing our 5K. We got lots of volunteers. We're super excited to get started today.
We know that in Seattle today, you guys are going to give hope and make a difference. And we're so excited. We wish we could be there, but have the best day.
So we got a lot of people up at 4 a.m. today. We start at 5 a.m. So we want to show you a lot of distributors and people that work at It Works Corporate that are here today celebrating the Give Back Day.
All right.
That is awesome. That's commitment and sacrifice.
Tyler looked like he was sleeping. Those of you that know Tyler, you got Facebook, you can say, wake up.
Those of you who know Kinsey, that is
All right. Well, we want to tell you a little bit what we did for us, and we're really excited about this. You know, this year, it started at Freedom 2013, and we wanted to do something different. And we brought in, and our team, we adopted over 900 kids. And Cindy and I, and kids who got a chance to go over to Zimbabwe and visit a lot of these kids that have been adopted. And it was so inspiring to see the letters you write that were up on these walls. There was no electricity, there wasn't the drills that we have here, but there was a letter from you to them and giving them hope. And we fed over 2,000 kids while we were there for the first day. And seeing for a lot of these kids, it was the only meal they got of the day. It was amazing. And for Cindy and I, to be in the run we are, taking the company to the level, seeing the incomes that our VIPs up here making, and all of you out there, you're working on your good bonuses and your promotions. It just kind of grounded us to realize what a difference it works to make out there.
The other thing I really thought when we were over there was, a lot of times you think, you know, I can't make a difference, I can't make a dent in that. But when you look in the face of one of these children, try telling that to that little child that you can't make a difference in the whole world, you're not going to help that one little human child. It does make a difference. And it was amazing to see the gratitude, the joy. These children don't have what our children have. And they are happy, content. They just want their bellies filled. And I love the fact that God is here and their tummies rumbled, and He used us to help just make an impact. And so this is exciting to know that we got to go over there firsthand, get on the ground, and just look in those little faces and the workers that are there every single day to feed these children. It's really humbling and really something, it's just life-changing. Again, a reality check for us.
So we've chosen a group today. We want to do something. We're thinking that's going on in Bradenton. We've been seeing things all over the world that people are doing in their community. We're really excited about. But we thought, what can we do right here in Seattle? What can we do this morning to really make a big impact and know that as we're having just a great day, as we're taking our business to a whole nother level, that we also are making an impact at a whole nother level. And so, Cindy, tell us a little bit about Children's Cup and who we chose for today.
They're an amazing organization that honestly started with just people who were concerned about feeding the few hungry children. And they give humanitarian and spiritual support to places that have had natural disasters and just diseases and epidemics. And they've just been devastated by their world's economic and even sometimes governmental rule. So this is a great partnership that I believe them joining hands with us is going to just, again, like you said, the impact that we can make if we open up our hearts a little bit and really ask the Lord, how does He want to use us? I'm just excited, and I think we're going to be more of that. I think He's going to do immeasurably more than we could ever ask or think according to His part of His work to us. Or His work.
So let's see this. I took this to the Leadership Council Thursday night we first got here. We had dinner together and didn't give them any warning. Just showed up and said, hey, this is what I'd like to do. I'd like you to support us here and just see how we get back. And somebody said earlier today, aren't you going to tell them so they can have $5? And I said, hey, our Leadership Council has $5. And so they showed up there, and I got them out, and without question, every one of them grabbed them. And, you know, I always talk about taking it to a whole other level. And a couple of them did that. And I didn't know it. They did it real quietly. And I think that's the way we all like to do things here that works. Remember we talked about you were going to practice last night? Kind of that confident walk of being humble. Kind of that, you know, so you got to work on that today. And these guys did that. And got back to the room and Cindy said, you know that 2 of them wrote checks for $1,000 for 1 day. It's a minimum of what we do, and kind of stretch Cindy and I go, Cindy, if they're going to a whole other level, we got to go to a whole other level. And so, Dan, we decided whatever our group gives today, Cindy and I are going to match it. If we took just the minimum, 3,000 times 5, I mean, how many kids would that feed for the next 2 months?
That would actually, for 1 month, it would feed 30,000 units.
All right, well, that's where we want to start our day. Got a good back going on. And during the breaks, lunchtime today, make sure that we're giving hope as a company. And I tell you, as a company, if we keep giving blessings, we're going to keep getting blessed. So appreciate you guys. All right, we got something pretty historic here next. Black Diamond, 2013 Freedom, we announced a new position, and we put out there 6 months in a row, commissions over 6 figures, over 100,000 per month, and we've had 2 people reach that. So, there's only one first time. So first time, it works global history, Black Diamond. We've got 2 ladies that just really represent us well. We're really excited. Let's give them that welcome for doing something never done. You know, the Black Diamond experience is going to be, we're going to fly you down to Florida in a private jet. Woo! Have some fun experiences, do a little shopping, but we're going to document your story. We're going to film your journey and make that work available, the impact you had on your teams, the impact you can have on so many people. I'm really excited to do that. We've got some special gifts for you when you arrive. $100,000 bonus isn't too bad. All right, I got a couple things for you. Come on up. We're going to do the experience with Florida. We're going to be documenting it so that you can see what they've gone through. We want to give you this today. All right, you guys. Guys, Black Diamond. We talked about their time here. Black Diamond is looking to come on. They're going to be speaking at Dash for our leadership. We're real excited that you guys share your leadership and your journey here. But this morning, we just want to take a little bit of time. I'm going to ask you a couple questions and really just want you to, this is our family, so just be transparent with them. And, we say your journey is your journey, and there's always sacrifices and balancing that has to take place to have success. Just give us a little bit of what your journey's been like.
I'm just going to enjoy it.
So I just took baby steps, and it built my confidence each time, and so surreal. It's such a blessing, and I'm not any different than any of you guys. I mean, if I can do it, you can do it, and I just was persistent, and every time I had a goal in front of me, I played the game with myself, and I met that goal, and I can't believe it, very surreal. It's very, very humbling, but even at the stage, even at my level, I feel like it's just the beginning. Like I haven't been in very long. I'm still learning, I'm still teaching, and I want my entire team up here because they helped me get here. And it's amazing.
It's interesting because I was thinking backstage, y'all know my story, but there's so many new people here, and I wonder, do you know that I was a teacher and a coach? I coached girls varsity basketball, and that's all I wanted to do. I was presented with this opportunity when I was in college, and I didn't want anything to do with it. Can anybody relate? Did it take you a little bit to catch the vision? When I was expecting Landon, God did a work on me because Dad and I had a strained relationship for a little while because he just knew, when you believe in someone and you just know they're supposed to do this or they can do so much better than they're doing. I think that's what my dad thought about me, and I'm so glad he didn't give up on me because, this business has changed my life, and I thought I was going to teach and coach all my life in a traditional public school setting. And that's all I ever wanted to do, and I wanted to have a family. That was really important to me. But I didn't know. I didn't wake up and think I was going to be a rap star, never saw myself putting wraps on people's tummies. Just wasn't my dream. But I'm glad it's the path that the Lord chose for me because I get to teach and coach every day. I get to pour into your life and you pour into mine. And the sky is the limit. I have no idea. Like Amy said, this is just the beginning. When we were watching those diamonds go across the stage last night, I realized I still have no idea what I have my hands on yet. And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for a lot of you believing in me as much as I believe in you. And so I just think I have no business experience. I have no sales experience. I did have lemonade stand at my mom's garage sale. I did pretty good at the magazine sales in junior high. But, I really believe that this does get you, you don't get it. And I'm so glad that you didn't give up on me, Dad.
All right, Tammy, so you said teacher coach. How long before you went full-time in the works?
I was on sabbatical when I first found It Works, and sabbatical ended about 3 months into my journey, and then they offered me a second sabbatical, and we didn't know how we were going to pay the bills, but I knew I needed another year because we weren't where we wanted to be yet, and as much as I love teaching, I couldn't imagine going back to school and teaching other people's kids while someone else was enjoying and raising mine, so I would say over 6 more months, we saw the income that we needed, and I was able to resign from teaching, and it was incredible because then another year and a half later, I was able to resign at Ethan.
Excellent.
I was a salon owner, and that was actually my dream, and I thought I had all my dreams had come true. And when I really realized that this business was going to carry me and take me as far as I wanted to and change other aspects of my life, I put my salon for sale 6 months in. I wanted to go double diamond. I wanted to make sure I had a decent income coming in. So 6 months.
I love both of you. I see some traits. One is you're both very humble, lots of integrity, and you're both very competitive. You both act like you got, but you both are very competitive. I've enjoyed that about that, and I've enjoyed that you're not taking risks. I think true entrepreneurial is taking risks without safety net, and both of you have really done that. Tell us a little bit how it's affected your kids, with your family. What do they see with mom, and what do they think of their life right now?
I have 3 kids, 5, 6, and 13. My 13-year-old, he will not go work for someone. I mean, he understands that the 9 to 5 is not where it's at. And so then, as I became a business owner, he thought that's where it was, and I'm like, this is what you gotta do. You gotta take something you're good at, and take risks and chances, and I am grooming him for network marketing. I absolutely am. And it's amazing because I never knew this industry before. I brought the wrap in the salon, and I sold the product and researched network marketing and thought, I'll try that, My baby girls walk around with the green binder and the steps to success, and any notes I have laying around, they just put them in their own little folders, and they put one wrap in there. Mom, if you need anything, just let me know. You need that. They're in my room, so they see me working. They have their own little computers, and they're sitting there pretending, and they're on a call, and they're talking about loyal customers, and So I'm like, how old can they be, Mark, before they find out really? I can't wait till they're 18. So it's changed for the better, and my son is dreaming. He is dreaming of. He's an athlete, so we were talking about that before, and he will be in the NBA, is what he's telling me now, and I'm just like, okay. I believe that you can do it, and it takes practice and consistency, and you have to do things over and over, but you've got to be, all I'm teaching them is if you want something different, you have to be willing to put more into it. You have to be willing to do things that are different than other people. And with this business, it allows you to do that. So.
Well, if you guys are my friend on Facebook, you all know Landon, Colton, and Skylar because they're a world. And Landon is 8, Colton is 5, and Skylar is 3, and they're all very different. And a little different than Major. Mine are, I think as they get older, they'll learn some skills that by watching their mom, they don't always understand some things, but for them, it's the lifestyle. And I notice they have no idea. They really have no idea what Skylar flew to Australia twice before she was 18 months old, and Colton, I was doing rap parties and taking him on planes at 3 months and meeting random people. So they believe it's normal to travel the world. They believe it's normal to have people come stay in our home daily. They believe it's normal to throw a pool in the backyard when you say you want one, not just a normal one, a ginormous one. They love the people that come visit. We're teaching them how to connect and just how to love people. And, I think it's fun because they role play, like Major was saying. Like I walked into Skylar's room the other day, she had her stuffed animals on the tea table and she was teaching them how to have a rap party. And they wear their rap shirts with me and they love blitzing with me. So for them, it's just, they don't know yet. They have no idea what they got their hands on. But when Mommy actually has to come to a conference, they pout and scream because they don't realize that Mommy actually doesn't work. She stays home, but they don't even want to lose a day or two with me, because they get to have me all the time. And so I think that's one of the biggest blessings for our family is just the lifestyle, because Nathan and I never could have afforded any of this prior to it works. And one of the things I love about my dad the most is he's never given us anything. He's made us work for it. And so when Nathan and I were struggling, they'd say, just ask your daddy for money. And I'd say, oh no, I'm so not doing that. I gotta figure out a way to make some money before I'm gonna ask him for money. So I'm just really thankful. We want to take our kids on mission trips because we want to make sure they know how lucky they are. And we're just excited because we don't even know yet. I feel like you asked me that question, and I think I still don't know yet how blessed I really am.
What's been some of the hardest challenges in the last couple of years? It's got to be transparent. Sometimes they look up and see you guys as ambassadors, and they see these black diamonds, and they think, oh, you're just so gifted and it's so easy for them. Tell about some of the challenges that you've had. And Kim, I love how you say, when people say making sacrifices, and you say, no, it's an investment. Just tell me that.
Well, I was going to a leadership summit with Nikki Moore a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about a girl she had been talking to that was working this business around the clock to get the good bonus, and she said to us, this is not a sacrifice, this is an investment. Every time I go to a rap party, I'm in. I'm investing in their college. Every time I get on a phone call, I'm investing in their Christmas. When I get on, when I get on the plane to go to boot camp and miss the first football game, I'm investing in their future. And I just think that sometimes it's about the perspective you're looking at this from, and I think the software, same thing. If you want to look at it as, you had problems for 3 days, this industry, you're going to do what most people won't, so you can have what others will never have, and that's what I just think short-term sacrifice for long-term gain is truly an investment, not in just you, but in your kids, and your spouse, and your extended family, and the lives of those people that you're passionate about giving back to, because their lives will be forever changed because of the financial picture you're able to bless them with. So I look at it as an investment. But it's so funny, I've been thinking about this for a long time. They've been telling us that we were going to be transparent, and I was like, ooh. How transparent do they want us to be? And, you know, I'll just be honest with you. I think sometimes you see us and you think we've got it all. I mean, Facebook is a lie. We all know that. We're living the dream, right? Woo! And I gotta be honest, I'm bragging on the blessings in my life, and that helps me keep a positive focus on things. But guys, life is hard. You know, if you knew what goes on in our home sometimes, and you guys, most of you know, my marriage has been in the pit for 2 years. And Nathan and I are saving it. We're working hard. We're working just as hard on our marriage as we're working on our and we all make mistakes. You're not going to be perfect. We don't expect you to be perfect. And you don't have to be perfect to be on stage. God didn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. And he is going to take your junk and make it treasure. And, you know, I've had great upbringing. And I have had awesome role models. My hero lived with me for 18, 19 years, you know. And I've had a lot of good things that I've been taught, but I've still made some mistakes. But I'll tell you what, doesn't mean I can't be a black diamond. It doesn't mean that I can't bless your life. It doesn't mean I can't help you change your life, and I can't get back to kids that really need stuff. And I just, you know, I'm reading this book right now that someone randomly sent me, and if you could write down that if you're here today, it's not because you're qualified. It's because you're called. And you have a responsibility.
It certainly looks like we had it really easy and our whole organization was perfect, and I do have an awesome team, I will have to admit, and they work really, really hard, but you know, I had those people that sign that tell me that they're gonna, you know, build their business to the moon, and I never see them again. So our business is just like yours, but what keeps me going is what I'm building for my kids and what I'm building for myself. And it's not necessarily money all the time. You know, it's the feeling of freedom. It's the feeling of being able to be a room mom when I wish I could have done that, you know, and now I can if I want to. So it's more of a legacy, and it's changing their generation. It's changing them. They will not know, they won't know any different. Like you said, the babies are going to grow up thinking that this is normal, and they got it made and they don't even know it. But they're definitely going to have a good work ethic, and they see me working. But it's all for the legacy, and I can't thank you enough for your vision. And he made me believe that, you know, I could do it. So I appreciate that.
I'm so proud of you. Keep reading on. Broken this area that will need some of the other people. Tell us 3 things you do every single day that has a productive impact on your business.
Well, you know, Facebook, that makes a difference in my business. I try to build relationships on Facebook. I definitely check in with my team, motivate my team, and give them goals. I break it down. I'll make phone calls and say, go get 2 oils, or go get, you know, this month you're going Ruby. Did you know that? Or whatever, because I'm going to show you how to do that and motivate them. I pray for my business every day. I absolutely thank God for what I have, and I feel like if I'm grateful and I mean it and I'm sincere, He's going to bless me
I asked for favor. I asked him to show me, put those people in my face that just need this life-changing business or the product. And so that's the second thing. The first thing is right, work the business somehow. Facebook blitzing. I pray for my business, and I give financially. And I feel like it's coming back tenfold, you know, so all those wrapped into one have helped.
Awesome.
And you've been a driving force. So I've been on your heels for a couple months. I'll never forget the first social media page that on a Gazelle or something. I'm like, what's a Gazelle? I gotta find out what that is. I probably need to know what that is. Just a little side note, like 2 months ago, in the middle of the night, I got a text from Negra, and we haven't spent a ton of time talking on the phone. We did a while back, and she texted me, and I seriously, my heart about talking to my life, and I was like, it's okay. Like, I just remember this frantically, and she's like, no, I just wanted to talk, and I figured you're not sleeping, like, I'm not sleeping. So, that was fun. Okay, my 3 things. I know. You guys don't really hear about the racing to school and the juggling and not eating sometimes because I forgot. But I would definitely say the 3 things that I really try to do every day, and I'm really intentional with planning my calendar. My calendar's not planned, and I'll be honest, it's hard to get out of bed some days. It's like, I have to, so I'm going to get out of bed. But the 3 things that I really try to focus on and incorporate into every part of my day is I really am looking for new people for my business. So whether that's Facebook, whether that's blitzing, and it might not be Facebook some days because I got to be out running the kids back and forth all day long. So my shirt's on and I'm handing out blitz cards all day long. Or maybe I'm traveling, so it's blitzing on the plane, get to that place where I'm training and so on and so forth. So there's a huge component to making sure I'm really putting new seeds out there every day and trying to figure out how to bring new people into my business because that's so important, especially because we haven't even hit momentum yet. So, but number 2 is connecting. That's a really big piece for me. Even my current presidential ambassador rock stars, like they're like my kids. You know, you got your kids not because you're not supposed to love on them and take care of them. You got them because they've been entrusted to you. So I really put an emphasis on connecting with my team and training and just checking in on them. How's life? How's kids? Happy anniversary. So really put a big emphasis on that. And then the third thing, but definitely not last and probably the most important, would be that personal development for myself. And that really starts, if nothing else, every day with just getting in the Word. So often, sometimes you guys will say to me something like, where do you get your stuff? And sometimes it's my stuff, it's totally stuff I'm trying to put out there, but I find the best stuff is the stuff that I'm just in the Word in the morning, the Lord's just laying on my heart. I just believe it's the Spirit impressing upon me something we need to focus on that day. But I'll tell you what, the days that is not in my calendar are the days that I am burnout, stressed. Y'all probably think I'm moody or PMSing, but I'm really just not been filled that morning, you know? And so sometimes you ask how do you go with 4 or 5 hours of sleep? Well, usually it's those days. For some people, it gives me the grace to make it through those days. And part of that personal development, I really think, is taking care of yourself. Make sure you're eating well. Make sure you're getting your greens. You're taking the products. I mean, we have amazing products, not just to sell. You should be using all of them. And they'll keep you strong. They'll keep you healthy. And then, too, when you're feeling good, you're like, dang, I can't believe how good those greens work. And then you share it on Facebook, and someone can feel that passion, and then they want to join your business.
One more question. When's the last time you sponsored someone yourself? Personally sponsored someone?
Last night.
Maybe did it this morning on the way over.
I did. I was like, I spent 24 hours. No, but seriously, I just had something else. I don't remember. Oh, I know. Like literally yesterday, I'm in the diamond meeting, and I promised a girl I'd call her right after. So if you forget sometimes, you still could be a black diamond. Like I just said, Lord, it's fine. You still
stood that girl up. She's still waiting for us to call. And so, that's why I didn't major put in this the last time I signed someone up was last night. But the cool thing is, and what I'm most proud about is, I had a gal I signed up the day we were leaving for here, and she's here today.
We're going to give you a great experience. It'll be fun for me to hang with you guys and really have some fun with this. But really, I appreciate, we started the company, we're open for leaders that really genuinely care for people, really want to build something special, not just someone that's here today, going tomorrow, and someone that would help us build a foundation. When people look back and Networks Global, they say, boy, that company helped people, that company changed people's lives, that company cared. And I couldn't ask for two better leaders than you. And the role model, so many women today, I mean, in every business, not just networking, 85% of the leaders of these companies are women. And to have two such strong women that are such great role models, I really appreciate you both. And let's steal our 2 minutes. Last time.
Congratulations one more time to our first Black Diamond standing in New York. Okay, now it's time to give it up for Networks Health Consultant, Dr. Don Merhal.